so to speak. So first off, I'm going to be taking one after the other. All right, the term single mom has come to mean something very derogatory, especially in this part of the world, in Nigeria, where we live in. All right, where a single mom is seen as someone that is a bad person, or someone that is an unfortunate person, or all of that. So therefore, because of that stigma associated or attached to being a single mom, people are now starting to push that stigma also on the children. So I think it's about time that we change the narrative such that people get to realize that either you're a single mom or a single dad, parenting is what is common to, in that divide. Okay, what do I mean? How do you become a single mom? Which is why the topic of today is single mom or divorced mom. All right. Now, the reason why I decided to take this topic was because in the backlash from back and forth from that post of yesterday, somebody reached out to me in my DM and said, "Oh, Bimbo, me, I'm a divorced mom. I'm not a single mom." And I was like, "Excuse me, I don't understand. You're a divorced mom. You're not a single mom. I don't get what you mean." She now said, that single mom, people look at single mom somehow, one kind, but if you say you're a divorced mom, it's actually better. So I'm like, I don't understand. You're a single mom. You're not a single mom, but you're a divorced mom. Now, let me just clarify this once and for all and just help us, because the truth is, if we know better, we'll do better. Even that person that said, "Oh, children from broken homes actually cause a lot of problem in the society," I'm sure if he knew better, he would not have written what he wrote. So first off, who is a single mom or a single mother? A single mother is a woman who is single-handedly raising up her child or her children by herself. Okay? So that means that either the father figure is not actively present in the picture, or is just somewhere behind the scenes, but everybody sees that it's only this woman that is raising up her child or her children by herself. Now, who can be a single mom? Might be somebody that never even got married. Maybe she got pregnant out of wedlock, as in she didn't get married, but she got pregnant and she had a child. Now, a single mom can also be a widow. Yes, a single mom can be a widow, such that this person was married. Unfortunately, her spouse died, and then she's left alone to raise the children by herself. That also falls under single mom. So widows are single moms, yes. Then another thing is, you might have been married, and then for one reason or the other, the marriage broke up, and then you find yourself single-handedly raising your children by yourself. So that is also the third category of single mom. So you see why single mom cannot just be seen in a derogatory manner, because being single and raising children could have come about from different circumstances. Like I said, it could be that you never got married, the woman never got married. It could be that she was married and she divorced her spouse, so she's left with the children, raising up the children. It could be that she was married and the spouse died. That is the widow. You are also a single mom. So I think we need to stop all this derogatory stigmatization of, oh, somebody is a single mom, or somebody, and that is why, that person, nothing good can come out of that person. Now, when I put up that post yesterday about, the single mom raising children bit, the parenting part, a lot of people came under that post and were telling me that, oh, someone even said there were 7 of them, and that her dad died when she was 11. And her mom single-handedly raised the 7 of them by herself. Another person came in and said there were 5 of them, and her mom raised the 5 of them by herself. I'm also the product of a single mom, and I don't think I've turned out badly at all. And I'm raising my children single-handedly as well, and they have not turned out badly either. So I think we need to start to change the narrative, and it starts with you and I. Because the reason why someone will say, I'm not a single mom, or I'm not this, or I'm not that, is because of, what society has attached to that name, to that label. Let me put it like that. And whether we like it or not, there will always be labels. And that is because a lot of us look more, we try to describe ourselves by the roles that we do instead of our identities. You are first of all a woman or a man before you are a wife or a mother or a father or a husband. Do you understand? So being a human being, that is your identity. Your role is what you start to, the responsibilities you start to saddle yourself with. Single mom, divorced mom, single man, divorced man. We're all human beings. Everybody is a human being. And as a human being, we all have a particular, purpose on earth, right? Now, being a wife or being a mother are extra roles that we pick up as we go along this journey. Now, some of us, because I'm saying us, I'm a single mom and I'm a divorced mom. So I'm single and divorced. Yeah, I was married. Now I'm divorced and I'm single-handedly raising up my children. Yeah, their father is in the picture somewhere, but basically the children, I'm the primary custodian of the children. Do you understand? So I want us to know that you can be a single mom and you can be a divorced woman, right? And you can also be a single mom and not be divorced. That means you just have children. You were never married. All right? Or you just have children. Yeah, you just have children. You're never married. Or you had children. Your spouse died. And then you're raising up the children by yourself. So let us start to change the narrative. This has gone on for too long, such that people say, oh, if you're from a broken home, the children from broken homes can never amount to much. Or the children of broken homes, they always have they are negative or they are bad. I remember when I was in the university, I was dating a particular guy, and I thought I was going to get married to this guy. All right, and do you know the reason why we never got married? His mom said, I'm from a single home order, so she doesn't think I would be. Hey, what did she say? I will not be submissive to my husband because I'm going to be used to a woman being in control, blah blah blah. You know, that really hurts me, and we broke up because of that reason, honestly. Now guess what? Some years down the line, he went ahead, he married a lady that was from a supposedly functional home. All right, but guess what? Their marriage broke up, and then the same mom that was insulting me, our own husband, actually broke up with her. He left the house, he moved on with somebody else. So some years later, of course, I don't know how that happened. She got my number and she called me and she now apologized to me. This is how many years later. Maybe if she had even allowed me marry her son, allowed her son marry me, maybe my life story might have even been different. But well, I believe that I'm still working in the purpose that God has, predestined for me. But what am I trying to say? A lot of times we try to put labels on people, and then the negative labels we try to appropriate a reason or build something around it. No, we're all human beings. Who created any standard that we're all living by? Who created the standards that you are living by? Who said that you must do things a certain way? It's just the same way they say, if you're not married, you are not a fulfilled woman. Like, come on, guys, please. Even the Bible says that it's not everyone that will get married. That is just the simple truth. And there are a lot of people that are even in marriages and they wish that they were not in such marriages because, number one, either they didn't do due diligence, they just got married because they wanted to get married. I remember I got married quite early at 24. I wanted to get married. That was the only reason. I wanted to get married. There was no reason of, me and my spouse sitting together to plan, we want to get married. Why are we getting married? If we're going to have children, how are we going to bring up the children? No, but a lot of people don't do that. And we need to start to change all of this. And that is what eventually leads to these broken homes that we're talking about. Because when the spouses come together, man, woman, you come together, you get married, you don't have a common purpose, you don't have a common goal, you don't have a common plan. You guys did not come together to talk about how your future will be like. Now you're coming from a different background, your spouse is coming from a different background, you're coming together, you're trying to mesh as one. And then there's so much cultural bias again, so you're struggling with so many things. At the end of the day, the marriage doesn't work out. And then, of course, the children suffer in the midst of it all. But what am I trying to say? It is a collective responsibility, right? The breakup of any marriage takes two. I tell everybody, yes, my marriage broke up, but it took two of us to break the marriage. Two people make a marriage, two people break a marriage, either directly or indirectly. Yes, one person might be saying, I'm the one doing the good, trying to make the marriage work. If the other party is not involved, the marriage cannot work. That's just the truth. So let us stop, casting aspersions on people. Let us stop labeling people. Let us stop, even if they are labeled, because there's always be labels. We can't change that. I can't change that. But of course, in my own little corner of this world, I will try to, help people change the narrative such that, change the way people see you and the way you see yourself. And that is why I said, I'm a coach. I've decided to be a happiness life coach for divorced single moms. Because I've realized that a lot of times, so many women, become a shell of themselves because they feel like, society has already cast me away. They now cast themselves away too. You shouldn't do that. Parenting is a collective responsibility, whether male or female, all right? Parenting is a hard job. Parenting is a hard chore. Parenting is parenting is all about continuous improvement. So you can never, ever say, oh, because it's a woman that is raising up the child, she's not doing it right, she's not parenting right, she's not parenting well. So who told you that if the man is involved, the parenting will be different? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Parenting is something that we all learn. In fact, if you Google parenting manual if you put parenting, how to parent on Google, you will get, in fact, millions of different ways to parent children. So the truth is, for any child to be good or bad, supposedly, I'm putting that in apostrophe, for any child to turn out right, it has to take a lot of consistency, a lot of intentionality, and a lot of being deliberate as regards positive values from either mommy or daddy or both of them. All right, I'm very tired. Like I said, I just came back from work, but I needed to kickstart this series because there's a whole lot of conversation around it, and there's a whole lot to learn around it. And I believe that at the end of the day, the children are very, very important. So if we have to start by changing the mindset of either the single moms or the divorced moms, I think we need to start to do that so that nobody in that position sees herself as being disadvantaged. Because if you see yourself as being disadvantaged, it will reflect on your children. You see yourself as being disadvantaged, you will subconsciously start to make those children feel disadvantaged. You start to make those children feel like, oh, there's something wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with any one of us. That is the truth. There's nothing wrong with anybody. Circumstances, situations happen, and you have to live with it. You have to rise up to the occasion and make it work. I gave instances in that post I put up yesterday. I gave instances of so many popular people that were raised by single moms. Barack Obama was raised by a single mom. In fact, he never saw his dad. He saw his dad only once in his whole life. Oprah Winfrey was raised by a single mom. Tony Robbins was raised by a single mom. The list goes on and on and on. Thank you, Doyin. Nice to see you. Thank you. The list goes on and on and on. So let us start to change that mindset from everyone. So I'm taking upon myself. Yes, I've been a life coach for I think 5 years now. I got certified 2016. Okay, 4 years now. And then I now went on to, carve a niche for myself as a happiness life coach. So I am taking upon myself to help single moms and divorced moms actually reinvent themselves and then improve on their parenting, so that at the end of the day, we have better children and, of course, a better society. All right? So with that said, I'll come on. I hope I'm going to be able to come. I'll be consistent with this because I want it to be a series for maybe 2 weeks or so, talking about this. Who knows, anybody can stumble across the video, watch the video, and their lives will be changed, their lives will be transformed, and they'll have a better mindset about themselves and even about children that come from broken homes or children that are being raised by single moms or single dads. In short, single parents, okay? So I'm going to be talking a lot more on single parenting. I'll be talking a lot more on parenting through divorce, and I'll be talking a lot about single moms, because of course some single moms never got married in the first place, but they have children and they are raising those children. So with these few words of mine, I hope I've been able to add a little bit of value to you today, and I want to go and